Hello there and welcome to Ion Port. It is proudly brought to you by Ghana Community Network Services, GCNet, West Blue Consulting, and also Ghana Oil Company Limited. People, we have already begun the year 2019 in earnest. A lot of things have begun happening within the port and maritime industry. And this program, we assure you, we will be bringing you each and every activity as it happens only on this platform. However, in the year 2018, though, a number of things happened, and I'm sure that you may have even forgotten a few. Do you remember, for instance, that it was in the year 2018 that Ave Maria was pulled down, that popular hotel was pulled down to pave way for the construction of the Tema Port expansion site? It was also in the same year that the President of the Republic visited Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority to host all the chief executives of the companies within the Tema enclave. It was also in that same year, or at that same event, that the President was honored by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Aside that, the President of the Republic also commissioned and cut sword for the commencement of a very huge port expansion project in Takoradi to be built by a wholly Ghanaian company, Ibistek Crawley. The chief executive of that, or the chairman of that company, is lawyer Kwame Jana. They have begun that project, supposed to cost about $370 million US dollars. It was in the same year that the President also opened officially the Pagrant roundabout that had been reconstructed by Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and its private partner, Ibistek. In that same year, the Meridian Port Services cut sword to start the Tema Community 3 junction there. They're supposed to build it as a roundabout. Now, that project also began in that same year. Now, MPS also took delivery of fresh, gigantic cranes that is supposed to start operations at the new port expansion, which is supposed to be opened by June this year. In the same year, 2018, GPHA waged a very massive war on falsification of its documents. We spoke to Mr. T-Bone Zuma, who is the finance manager of Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. It was also in the same year, 2018, folks. So a lot of things happened in 2018. In the same year, 2018, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority had a new chief executive in the person of the acting director general, Mr. Michael Luguje. So you see, so many things have happened in the year 2018. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority again hosted two very important conferences. The Port Management Association of Western Central African Conference was hosted by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Also, the authority hosted the Intermodal Conference in Accra. Then Ghana Oil Company Limited hosted the Maritime Week here in Ghana. That was also hosted by GOIL in the year 2018. So too many things happening in the year 2018, and we felt that it is important we refresh your memories as we move on and get ready to start a fresh year 2019.
The year 2018 had its fair share of memorable and important events that characterized the maritime industry. In 2018, Ion Port exclusively witnessed the pulling down of the Ave Maria Beach Resort to pave way for the construction of the ongoing Tema Port expansion projects. Directors of Ave Maria had earlier pleaded that GPHA extended the demolition date in spite of a court order for the facility to be pulled down in the interest of Ghana. Close to the middle of the year, the President of the Republic appointed Michael Luguje as the Acting Director General of GPHA. The Acting Director General, who officially began his administrative responsibilities from 2nd July 2018, engaged every single department of the Port Authority staff, both in Tema and Takoradi. He further engaged a host of external stakeholders, including Customs, GCNet, West Blue Consulting, Ibistek Company, Joint Port Security, Freight Forwarding Associations, and so on. In 2018, management of GPHA waged a war against the falsification of documents by some unscrupulous individuals in a bid to defraud the unsuspecting importers. The finance manager of Tema, Tebon Zuma, entreated importers to pay all monies directly to the banks in the name of GPHA instead of giving cash to their agents. Again, the Port Authority hosted the 20th edition of the African Intermodal Conference and Exhibition, which assembled players in the maritime and logistics industry across the world in African countries to discuss global trends in the sector. The leading oil marketing company in Ghana, GOIL, also hosted Petrosport's Maritime African Week, which looked at how Ghana can take advantage of the bunkering business globally. Still in 2018, the decision of the Ghana Revenue Authority to introduce a cargo tracking note policy attracted stiff opposition from some sections of the freight forwarders associations and trade unions, who argued that it will increase the cost of doing business in Ghana. But Customs eventually implemented the policy from October 15 after its implementation was halted 1st September 2018. Again, in the last quarter of 2018, the Roads and Highways Minister, Christian Mwakwanta, cast sword for the commencement of the upgrading of the Tema Community 3 Beach Road Junction project in line with government's agenda to improve intermodal transportation systems to allow efficient transportation of cargo to and from the ports of Ghana. Also, as part of efforts to strengthen ties with the people of Keta, where a third port is going to be constructed as part of the government's agenda, the Minister of Transport, Kweku Ofori-Esiama, and the board of GPHA, led by Peter McMenu, visited the EFIE of the Anglo State and the project site. The Inspector General of Police, David Asantia Pietu, called on a new Acting Director General and also took delivery of a patrol boat with an assurance that the police service is committed to providing adequate security to the maritime industry. The International Maritime Hospital, IMA, also commenced 24/7 operations at the hospital in 2018 to cater for the health needs of patients. In 2018, President Nana Akufo-Addo commissioned and also cut sword for some projects at the Port of Takoradi. He cut sword for the $370 million on-dock multi-purpose terminal being developed by wholly Ghanaian-owned Port Infrastructure Development Company, EBISTEC, to be called Atlantic Terminal. The President also opened the 400 kilometers road linking the Port of Takoradi and the new Takoradi Township through the Park Grant Roundabout, which had been constructed by GPH's private partners, EBISTEC. And then the President officially commissioned the Takoradi Container Terminal, also built by EBISTEC. Earlier in 2018, the President of the Republic commissioned the refurbished Second D Takoradi Fishing Harbour, whose upgrade had been supported financially by the Japan International Cooperation Agency. In the last quarter of 2018, however, stakeholders in the port and maritime industry evaluated 1 year of the paperless system, which was introduced by the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and commenced September 1st, 2017. The stakeholders unanimously lauded the system and promised to support it and make it better. Earlier, ION Port conducted separate interviews with top managers of Customs and GPHA on the successes chalked in the implementation of the paperless system. Both institutions maintained that at their respective organizations, the successes chalked go above 90%. In 2018, GPHA hosted the 39th Annual Council Meeting, Conference and Exhibition of the Port Management Association of West and Central Africa, which was honored by the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. The President of Ghana was awarded by the port community in the sub-region for his leadership role in transforming the efficiency of Ghana's ports. GPHA was awarded in 3 categories at the African Port Awards, which was organized on the sidelines of the conference. The ongoing port expansion was given a major boost following the arrival of some gantry cranes at the site in the late 2018. In 2018, GPHA, led by its board chairman, organized a trade mission to the landlocked nation of Niger to woo the business community to use Ghana's ports and corridors for their international trade. Subsequently, in the same year, the Nigerian business community reciprocated the gesture by visiting the ports of Ghana to abreast themselves with recent developments at Ghana's ports and assured of good business relationship between Ghana and Niger. Also in 2018, the management of GPHA, led by its former Director General, met with the CEOs and heads of both public and private organizations working in the export sector, collaborate and improve and export growth in Ghana. The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, was hosted by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, where the President engaged all CEOs within the Tema Enclave to listen to their concerns and addressed them. At this event in 2018, GPHA honoured the President with a beautiful trophy touting his insightful leadership for the port and maritime industry. Earlier, the President inspected ongoing works at Tema Motorway Roundabout, where an interchange is being constructed to help improve the carting of goods from the port to landlocked countries. The Acting Director General of GPHA, Michael Luguji, engaged managers of the media organizations, senior editors, producers, and distinguished journalists to share his vision and exchange ideas with them. He told the creme de la creme in the media industry that in 2018, between January and October, 21,018,473 tons of cargo was recorded for both ports, as against 18,358,468 tons recorded within same period in 2017. He also met with journalists and media correspondents together with the director of Tema Port in Tema, where he briefed them on the progress made at the country's ports. Finally, management and staff of GPHA held a Thanksgiving service to appreciate the goodness of God for how far He has brought the port and maritime industry in the year 2018 and all successes chalked in that year.
So a number of things happened in the year 2018, and as we move on with this program, we'll probably be bringing you a few of them. We'll also be highlighting many things that happened in this year 2019, because this year also promises to be very exciting within the port and maritime industry. When we return from the break, news and activities around the port industry in this year 2019 next.
Hello.
Good morning, this is Samantha Wendy. I am sending a purchase order from SAT Ventures International. Our policy for new supplies is 2 containers to start with, but you must deliver within 30 days.
Don't worry at all. I'm going to get you the 4 containers within 30 days or less. Bye.
To get his pineapple slices from his country to his clients overseas, Mr. Appiah and his representatives have to complete a number of regulatory compliance procedures to various international trade stakeholders.
Hey, Bama, what's going on? Getting right? I mean, how?
Hey. Using single window, Mr. Appiah has completed all his international trade procedures through one portal. He has registered his company information, applied for the necessary permit, certificates and licenses, and all that remains is for him to get a text alert for clearance and movement of goods. And that's how simple facilitating international trade could be in a single window environment. You can offer competitive services to your trading partners in China, America, even here, in a simpler, faster, and cost-effective way. Single window. The only way to Ghana's economic growth is in our hands.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
Welcome back from the break. Still watching Eye on Port. Local news next. The leading oil marketing company in Ghana, GOIL, has officially ended the EFIE promotion with the final ultimate rewards held at the Sebreport GOIL service station at Afienya, near Tema. At the third and final ultimate rewards, 1,000 customers who accrued the highest point walked home with 1,000 Ghana cedis, 500 Ghana cedis, or 300 Ghana cedis worth of fuel on GOIL's electronic payment card, the Go card. Similarly,
211,754 customers also received instant rewards during the month from 360 stations involved in the promotion. Overall, 918,420 customers who purchased fuel from any GOIL station received an instant reward during the 3-month period of the promotion, while 2,500 customers who accrue the highest points during the period of the campaign got ultimate rewards ranging from free fuel, free servicing, weekend stay for 2 at hotels, and several others. The Chief Operating Officer of GOIL, Alexa Diu, thanked customers who participated in the 3-month promotion and assured them GOIL will continue to reward them for their loyalty, adding that the company will not relent in its efforts to improve upon the quality of products at all times.
Let me assure all customers that GOIL will continue to reward them for their continuous loyalty. GOIL will also not relent in its efforts to improve upon the quality of products, all with a view to satisfying you as our cherished customers. We have, for example, emphasized the fact that we have acquired a mobile laboratory van to do on-the-spot checks of fuel before sales to our customers.
He noted that GOIL will also scale up its customer service offering.
We have also, through continuous monitoring, ensured that our cherished customers get value for money, that is, getting the right quantity of fuel purchased at all our service stations. Above all, we are also taking steps to scale up customer delivery at all service stations and to make every station a station of choice for our cherished customers throughout the country.
The head of fuels marketing at GOIL, Marcus Diodake, asked Ghanaians to continue to patronize GOIL product because buying from GOIL will indirectly strengthen the national economy. There was an exhibition of an array of GOIL lubricants and a demonstration of the efficacy and quality of GOIL Super XP and Diesel XP fuels using the company's mobile laboratory van. Present at the ceremony were representatives of some regulatory bodies including the NPA and GOIL's brand ambassador Berima Azuma Nelson and some management staff of GOIL who interacted with customers and presented gift items to them.
During the period of the promo, we have recorded one of our highest sales volumes, and for that matter we want to thank Ghanaians for their loyalty. This year is going to be very exciting, 2019, because we have more goodies for Ghanaians. Especially those who are using the electronic card, because we are going to activate various reward packages. So once you have the GO card, be rest assured that you are going to benefit from some of these packages.
Security plays a critical role in safeguarding the ports of Ghana. It has therefore become imperative that personnel who man the ports of Ghana are trained to get themselves abreast with modern techniques of security and safety. It is for this reason that security personnel of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Ghana Revenue Authority, Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police Service, amongst other security agencies, have been sponsored by their respective organizations to partake in an advanced physical training instructor course to boost their morale in the discharge of their duties at Ghana's ports.
An intruder enters the port and then you need to make an arrest. The intruder will always find a way of creating barriers to prevent you from catching him. So with these techniques, you can surmount any obstacle that has been put in your way to prevent early or prevent delay. So I'm going to impact this into my other security personnel so that when we are performing our duties, we will know how to surmount other obstacles that will come our way.
A deputy port security manager in charge of administration, Marcelinos Badomboli, said the port authority will continue to train its staff to achieve maximum security at its ports.
This training is not just limited to only security, it is for the whole GPHA. You know, now GPHA, they have got a gym, and the gym is supposed to have instructors. So we are training these instructors to handle the gyms and any other physical training that is required in GPHA. Will release them to go and train there instead of hiring an outside person to come and do the training.
International port news next. Several crew members have been reported missing following a pirate attack on one of the Mediterranean shipping company's container ships off the coast of Benin here in West Africa. A spokesperson for MSC confirmed to World Maritime News that small container ship was attacked on January 2, 2019 in the Gulf of Guinea, and several crew members were reported missing. The spokesperson also reported that MSC quickly secured the vessel and its cargo and ensured the safety of the remaining seafarers on board. Out of respect for the missing crew members and their families, MSC is saying that they have no further comment for the time being. According to data provided by IMB Piracy Reporting Center, armed robbers have attacked 2 tankers off the coast of Lagos, Nigeria on January 7, 2019. Both attacks occurred only an hour apart shortly after midnight near Lagos in Nigeria. The first incident saw 4 to 5 robbers in a small skiff approach an unarmed anchored product tanker. The robbers threw 2 ropes attached with hooks into the tanker's railing. Duty crew on routine rounds heard voices near the bow and noticed the hooks and the skiff. Alarm was raised and non-essential crew members mustered in the citadel. Hong Kong authorities are still looking for 2 crew members that went missing following an explosion and fire aboard the tanker Olak Fortune on January 8, 2019. The country's fire department dispatched teams to set up a rope system in order to assist divers as they search for the missing seafarers in ship cabins. A fire broke out in one container on the deck of the German-flagged container ship Yanxian Express on Thursday, January 3, and spread to additional containers, Hapag-Lloyd, the owner of the vessel, informed. The German liner company said the crew of 8 officers and 15 seafarers is unarmed. Efforts to extinguish the fire in the containers were launched immediately, but have had to be suspended for the time being due to a significant deterioration of weather conditions. The company said, quote, "It is still too early to make a precise estimate of any damage to the vessel or its cargo. Hapag-Lloyd is closely cooperating with all relevant authorities," unquote. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined.
Hello?
Good morning, this is Samantha Wendy. I am sending a purchase order from SA2 Ventures International. Our policy for new supplies is 2 containers to start with, but you must deliver within 30 days.
Don't worry at all. I'm going to get you the 4 containers within 30 days or less. Bye.
To get his pineapple slices from his country to his clients overseas, Mr. Appiah and his representatives have to complete a number of regulatory compliance procedures to various international trade stakeholders.
Hey, Baba, what's going on? Get it right? I mean, how?
Using single window, Mr. Appiah has completed all his international trade procedures through one portal. He has registered his company information, applied for the necessary permit, certificates and licenses, and all that remains is for him to get a text alert for clearance and movement of goods. And that's how simple facilitating international trade could be in a single window environment. You can offer competitive services to your trading partners in China, America, even here, in a simpler, faster, and cost-effective way. Single window, the only way to Ghana's economic growth, is in our hands.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
And next up are schedules of vessels that are already sitting in the port, those at anchorage, also those expected in the coming week, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rate. Next. So we hope we have been able to bring you almost the salient activities that happen within the port and maritime industry in the year 2018. In the coming weeks, we'll be recapping the year with the leadership of the institutions that are running affairs in the port and maritime space. Thanks for watching. See you next week.